So the 5 building blocks associated with the digital business platform are illustrated here on the board. At the bottom here, we have devices. So this is our device management and connectivity platform, which is a carrier grade, so highly secure, highly scalable platform designed for connecting to sensors and devices associated with the Internet of Things. So when we want to start incorporating information from sensors, we want to start managing devices in order to streamline and make things more efficient, this is exactly the platform that we would recommend. Next here we have data and analytics. So this is where we monitor in real time massive amounts of data, both from an IoT perspective, so Internet of Things, but also from the core operational systems within the business. And we can also incorporate concepts like artificial intelligence within here, so we can actually start doing predictions. So based on A plus B happening, then this is the likelihood is that the following outcome will happen. We can therefore make recommendations. So when it comes to things like unique customer offers, or when it comes to responding in real time to supply chain issues, this is exactly what we are able to do with this layer of the digital business platform. Integration and API, so this is where we connect across the operational systems, but we also can actually connect out to external parties, to other companies, when we want to start building out ecosystems. Okay? And this is becoming more and more critical and more important in the retail environment. Companies are coming together, creating ecosystems to differentiate themselves within the marketplace. Process and applications, this is where we can orchestrate custom processes and create additional logic that doesn't exist within core operational systems. And it actually allows us to build these agile, flexible, differentiating applications that are needed by the modern digital business. So then over here we have the IT transformation, business and IT transformation platform. So really there's 2 pieces here. The first is focused on understanding what are the capabilities, the IT capabilities I need to run my business, and what are the capabilities that I have. So when we think about, for example, 2 companies merging, all of a sudden you get an awful lot of crossover of systems, crossover of capabilities. What do I need to keep? What do I need what can I actually get rid of? And that very often turns into a very, very large amount of cost savings. So for example, one of my customers in North America, in the last couple of years, they've saved over $7 million by using this approach, comparing what do we need with what we actually have and actually eliminating where they have overlap. The other piece over here is focused on process knowledge management. So this is where we can mine, analyze, and then streamline specific processes within the business. And we can remove redundant steps. We can eliminate points of friction on the customer journey. So when we think about disruptors in a market, actually disrupt by eliminating pain, eliminating friction in the customer journey, this starts to get really, really interesting. The other thing that's interesting about that is what we're also seeing is an awful lot of retailers see their operating model as part of their core intellectual property. And there are commentators who say that the retailers that survive are the ones who actually have their own intellectual property. So this is becoming an area of very, very high focus. So I'm just going to talk very briefly about a couple of examples of how these interact with one another and how some of our customers are using this. So I have a customer in North America who has implemented Endless Aisle using this layer. What they are able to do is they've connected all of the different systems that contain inventory across the business, and they've actually provided that information to the in-store teams on a handheld device. So what that means is when somebody's in a store, you like a particular jacket, but they don't have it in your size, what the store associate can do is say, okay, I can get it for you tomorrow. I can have it delivered to your house because I have it in a store down the road, or I have it in my warehouse. And what they're able to do is, by having it in their hand and it being real time and up to date, they're able to convert and actually close the purchase at that point in time, rather than the customer going to a competitor's store. So they've rolled that out in 80 stores across the globe, 80 of their flagship stores. So what that means is they're increasing conversion within the store without increasing inventory. Because one of the things that we're seeing actually in a lot of retailers is as they roll out omni-channel, their inventory levels are actually increasing. So another example I wanted to talk about spans the process knowledge management with the process and applications. So I have a customer in Europe who opened 50 stores around the world last year, and that's opening stores right now is unusual, but this is a special case. But they consider opening a store to be a critical process. It's the most complex process in their business because it touches every single part of their business. Every single department is touched when they look at the process around opening a store. You touch real estate, you touch law, the legal department, you touch supply chain, merchandise, and so on. So they designed the process over here, the process around opening a store, and they published it across to process and applications, and they built a custom application that actually manages the whole store opening process from when they decide what the site's going to be to actually the day when it's open and the actual official opening by a dignitary from the local town or from the company itself. So the third example that I want to talk about really focuses down at this level. And this is a retailer who actually has a series of vending machines all around Europe. And what they've done is they've used the device connectivity layer to connect these vending machines into their existing operational systems so that they can understand consumption, and when they replenish the vending machines, the product that goes to the vending machine is exactly the right quantity. So what that then means is they're reducing inventory whilst increasing availability. So they've actually got a service level of 99.4% as a result of doing this. And the beauty is they haven't increased their inventory. Inventory's actually gone down. So the 5 building blocks of the digital business platform can be deployed individually or together, whatever is appropriate for the particular business need. But the key thing here is digital business platform is focused on connecting systems, people and things in real time in order to streamline, automate and provide intelligent visibility.